detector. You have to design a machine, or you have to design a circuit that is able to detect a sequence that has been given assigned to it. Suppose you have to detect a sequence of 1 0 1 1. It can be, right now I have written it for 4-bit. It can be of any bit. It can be for 2-bit also. It can be for n bit also, right? You have to detect a sequence. Suppose if you are having a number 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1. If you are having this bit of streams, in this bit of streams, you have to design a machine that can detect the sequence 1 0 1 1, right? So if I will detect right now 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 and anything else 1 0 1 1. 1 0 1 1, you can all see this side of 1 0 1 1. It's also one sequence, right? So this is the sequence that we have detected. Now there are two kinds of sequence detector types. Non-overlapping and overlapping. Two types of sequence detectors are there. So in this example, you see this is an overlapping kind of a sequence. Why? Because see there is an overlapping of these two bits. The last bit of this sequence is being utilized to detect the further sequence. The number of sequences detected here for overlapping case will be 3. So 3 sequences are detected in this whole given bit. If you have a non-overlapping kind of a condition, then you cannot select this. So for non-overlapping, the number of sequences that you have detected is 2. The two types of sequence detectors are there: overlapping and non-overlapping. So this is again problem statement I'm telling you. If you are having any bit to detect any sequence, it can be 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, or n bit. You have to design that can be given in a question or in a problem statement only. A particular sequence that you have to detect, and then you have to make sure which type of sequence detector you are designing, whether it is an overlapping or non-overlapping. In overlapping case, we have seen this type of sequence combination is possible, where we are utilizing the sequence or the bits of already detected signal. Whereas in non-overlapping case, this cannot be possible, right? So this is a sequence detector that we have to design. Right. So we will start with step 1. So let us suppose you have to so that you that is also I have provided you in notes to follow the notes that whatever I have told you. Right. Right now, let us suppose you have to design a machine which is able to detect your signal 1 0 or sequence 1 0 1 0. You have to design a machine which can detect a sequence 1 0 0. Right. So total there are 4 bits. That means there has to be 4 states. So this is a problem statement or step number 1, that you have to design a sequence detector that is able to detect the sequence 1 0 1 0 and overlapping is allowed. So this is a problem statement that has been given to you. So this is step number 1. Step number 2 is you have to draw the state diagram. So this is very important. Listen very carefully. Now you are at 4 different states. state A. The output of the machine will be 1 when one sequence is detected. This you can, the output of the machine is 1 when one sequence is detected, otherwise the output will remain 0, right? The output is 1 whenever the sequence is detected. So the first bit that you have to detect here, you can see, is 1. Again, I will write it 1 0 1 0. The first bit that you have to detect, if you are starting from MSB, the first bit that you have to detect is 1. So until and unless, suppose you are at state A, until and unless you are getting 1, you cannot move forward, right? If you are getting 0, so you will remain at A and you will wait for 1. If you are getting input 0, you will remain at A and output will be 0. Output, that this quantity is 1 only when one sequence is detected. Until then the output will remain 0, right? So you cannot move forward because you are applying 0. So if 1 comes, you will go to B, state B. If 1 is coming, you are going to B, but output is again 0 because one sequence completely is not detected. So this is for state A. Now consider for state B. Now if state B you are getting 0, next bit what you have to get is 0. You are at state B and you are getting 0. So you will move to next bit state, that is, consider that C. If you are giving input 0, you are going to C. Output is 0 only because right now the sequence is not detected. Output is 0. Another possibility is that you can get a 1 also, right? If you are getting 1, so suppose if you first you have got 1, you have moved to B, then again you are getting 1, right? So you can utilize this 1 and you will remain on state B. If you are getting input 1, so output will be 0. If you are getting an input 1, so you will remain at state B. Why? Because the next bit that you have to want to get is 0, but right now what you have got is 1. For 0 we have shown. So these are the two possible combinations. You can get either 0 or 1. So when you will get 0, you will move to state C. If you are getting 1, you will remain at 1 and you will wait for C. So right now, that's what states. So what you have got, if you have reached state C, you have got 1 0. These two bits you have got. The next bit you have to detect is 1, right? So straight away, if you get 1, you will move to next state. If you get 1, you will move to next state D. Now in this case also the sequence is not detected, so it will remain 0. Output will remain 0, right? But so this will be the condition if I am getting 1, right? But if at state C you are getting 0, let us suppose at state C and you got 0, what you got? State C and you got 0 here. So now if you got 0, so you have to start it again. Why? Because the sequence what you have to detect is 1 0 1 0, but you are getting 1 0 0. If you are say state C and if you are getting 1 0 as your input, so you have to again go back to 1, or again you have to search for 1, because so if you are state C and if you are getting input 0, so this sequence cannot be used, and this number also cannot be used because 0 and first bit of sequence is 1, but you continuously got two zeros, so this is not the correct sequence. What you want to get is 1 0 1 0, but right now what you get is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. So if you again, so machine will go back to again A and it will start again, suppose, and then again it will start at A. Suppose if at A you get 1, then again it will start to detect the sequence again. I hope this is clear. I will explain it again. if you are state C, if you are state C, state C means you have already got 1 0, and if you are getting 1, so this is a part of a sequence. If you are getting 1, you will move to state D, right? This is no difficult thing. But if you are getting 0, this is not a sequence. This is not falls under your sequence, right? And this bit also, and this bit you cannot utilize because the next bit you want to get is 1. Either it can be first bit or last bit or this bit. So what you will go to state A directly from there. Here you will go to state A and you will wait for 1 to come and you will start your sequence again, right? This is, I hope this makes sense. I will just rub it. Now you are state D and D. You are state D and you have got 1 0 1. Now state D you can get two options. Either you can get 0 or either you can get 1. Let's suppose you are getting 0, right? So now what if you have got one sequence, right? You have got one complete sequence. Also, output, if you got one sequence, the output will be 1. But what the important thing to note here is that you can again use this 1 0 in the next bit. For over, suppose if the next bit is 1 0 again, you can use this 1 0 again to count the next bit, right? So if you are at D and you are getting 0, where you will move? If you are at D and you are getting 0, so you will move to state C. If you are D and you are getting 0, you will move to state C with output 1. Why you are moving to state C? Because at state C you can see 1 and 0. 1 0 is already there. I hope this is making sense. And if you are giving input 0, so you are getting output 1. It is also possible that at state D, up to state D, you are getting 1 0 1, and instead of 0, you are getting 1 again, right? So this is not your sequence, right? But because you want to get 1 0 1 0, and what sequence you are getting is 1 0 1 1. So what you can do is you can use this bit. Suppose this is hypothetical, and if you are getting again 1 0 1 0, so you can use this bit. And how you can use this bit is you can move. You can use this bit. You can move to state B, because in state B 1 is detected. So if the input is 0, so if the input is 1 here, the output will be 0. So this is the complete state diagram for your sequence detector for overlapping case, right? I hope this is clear. I will explain it again in the new slide. Suppose you have to detect a sequence 1 0 1 0. This is a 4-bit sequence that you have to detect, right? You will start with MSB here. Let us consider you are at state A. There are 4 bits. There will be 4 states. After this 4 state, you will be getting your output. If these 4 bits are detected, that means you have got an output. Simple as that, right? So if you are starting at state A, right? Now let us suppose you are getting 1 as your input. If you are getting 1, you will move to state B. Simple. And output will be 0. You got 1. Next bit, if you are getting 0, you will move to state C and output will be 0. So you have got 1 0. Now let us assume that at state C you are getting 1 again. So you will move to state D with 0 as output, right? And state D, again you are getting 0, right? You are getting 0, but so this is one sequence you have detected, but the case we are considering is overlapping case. That means you can use this 1 0 again. Again you can use 1 0. You can move to C, because up to C 1 0 is detected. Here 1 is detected, right? This is not the right way to write, but I am just writing for your understanding point of view. State B 1 is detected. State C 1 0 is detected. State D 1 0 1 is detected, right? Now again, if you are giving 0, it will move to state C because you can use this condition. If you're giving 0, output is 1. I hope this is understood. Now we will consider the case which is not. If you're at state A and if you're getting 0, so it will remain at state A and wait for 1. If you're at state B and if you're getting 1, so it will remain at state B because you can utilize this 1, right? If you are state C and you are getting 0, that means 1 0 you have already got, and if you are state C and you are getting 0, that means you have got 0. So you have to start back again from A, that is you have to again look for 1 because this is not a sequence. So what you will do is you will go to A. If you get a 0 and output is 0, right? Now you've got 1 0 1, and if you are state D and if you are again getting 1, this is not your sequence, but you can utilize this one and for getting next bit, right? I hope this is clear. So you will move to state B. If you're getting 1 as input, output is 0. I hope this is clear. This is the important thing in sequence detector. Best things you can draw. Let us take another example and let us say that you have to detect a sequence 1 0 1 1. This is not given on the notes. I'm just explaining it for your purpose. Let us suppose you have to detect a sequence instead of 1 0 1 0. Let us suppose you have to detect sequence 1 0 1 1. Again, you are having 4 states: A, B, C, right? So you will remain at A because your first bit what you have to get is 1. Now let's suppose you have got 1, you will move to state B, but output is 0. Let us suppose you got 0, you will move to C, but output is 0. Let's suppose you are at state you have got 1 and output is 0, and you are getting 1 again. But so here up to here you got 1, you got 1 0 here, you got 1 0 here, right? 1 0 1 is got, and next state let us consider you are getting 1. So this is one sequence you have got, but you can utilize this in the next sequence also, right? So so it will go to B, right? I hope this is again making clear. So you are giving 1 as your input, output in this case is 1. So this is you detected a sequence. Now let us consider you are at state B, that is 1 you have got, and instead of 0 you are getting 1 again. So you can utilize this one and you will remain at state B. You are getting 1, you will output is 0, right? Now suppose you are at state C. State C, that means you have got 1 0, and instead of getting 1 you are getting 0. So instead of getting 1 here you are getting 0. So you got 1 0 1, but what sequence you want? 1 0 1 1. So this is not a sequence. And if you got again 0, again this will not be sequence. Let us consider you got 1 after this 1 0. So you have to move from C at C, so you have to move to A because you have got 0 0, right? Now suppose you are at state D. State D means what sequence you have got? 1 0 1, and instead of 1 you are getting 0, right? Instead of 1 you are getting 0. If you are getting 1, the sequence is detected and you are moving to B. This case you have already considered. But if you are getting 0, this is not a sequence and you cannot utilize this bit. So you have to again start from 1. So that means you have to again go to A, right? If you're getting 0 here, you again go to A. So this is the state diagram for 1 0 1 0. Similarly, you can draw state diagram for 1 1 0 1, right? Now I will draw a little fast to make it more clear to you. Suppose again you are having 4 states: A, B, C, and D, right? You have to detect the sequence what? 1 0, sorry, 1 1 0 1. You will remain at state A because if the first bit is 1. Suppose you are getting 1, again you are getting 1. Let us suppose you detect the sequence. Again you are getting 0, you're moving to state C, and again you are getting 1. So now you got 1 1 0, and again let us suppose you are getting 1. So you can utilize this bit 1 again in the next sequence. So where you will go to D, sorry, you will go to B again if you are getting 1, and output in this case is 1. Now let us consider other possibilities also. If you are in state B means if you have got 1 and if you are getting 0, instead of 1 you are getting 0, that means you have to start all over it again because the two continuous 1 should be there. You cannot use this also because you have to get 1. So what you will go to A if you're getting 0. Right? Now let us suppose you are at state C. State C, that means you have got, sorry, see, that means you have got 1 1. Now instead of 0 you are getting 1 again. Now this is very important, interesting. If you are getting 1, so what you can see, what you are seeing here, this is not correct because you have to get 0, but you are getting 1 here. So you can utilize this one, right? You can utilize this one. So where you will go? You can utilize this one and you will remain at C only. If you're getting 1 input, output will be 0, right? Because up to this point, you have got 1, you have got 1 1, and here you have got detected 1 0 1. If you are getting 1 as your input, it will remain at C only, right? Because you can use these two bits. I hope this is clear. Now let us suppose you are at state D, and instead of, so your state D means you have detected 1 1 0, and instead of 1 you are getting 0 again. But the sequence that you have to detect is 1 0 1 0 1. So this also this bit also you cannot use, right? So you will again move to A. If you are getting 0 input, so this is the state diagram. So this state diagram has to be very clear from your side in order to proceed forward. I hope this is clear. So we will move to our original problem, that what you have to detect is 1 0 1 0. That is, again see one more time, sequence that you have to draw. That is step number 2. You have to detect 1 0 1 0, right? So 4 state will be there: A, B, B, C. Let us suppose you have got 1 and you are moving to state B. Let us suppose you have got 0, sorry 0, moving to C. Again got 0 1, moving to D. So you have, to this point you have got detected 1 0 1. Next state is 0, and you can utilize this also. So here you are getting 1. You have detected 1. You can write, but this is not the correct way. But you can write for your understanding also in the exam. You have got detected 1. Here to this point you have detected 1 0, and here 1, right? And if you are again getting 0, so you can use this 1 0. So you can move to C. If you're getting 0 and output is 1. Now we will consider the other case also. If you're getting 0 as your input, it will remain at B. If you're getting 1 as your input, it will remain at here. If you're getting 1 0 0, it will go to A, right? 0 as your input and 0 as your output. And if you're at D, that means you have detected 1 0 1, and if you are getting 1, so you can move to B. Right? So this is the state diagram. what we will see is your state table. It consists of PS, the past state, next state, and output Z. The input can be X can be 0 or X it can be 0 or it can be 1. Past state is A, B, C, D, right? And if you are giving input 0, see, if you're giving input 0, it is remaining at state A and output is 0. Giving input 1, this case, you are moving to state B and output is 0. If you are at state B, and if you are giving input 0, you are moving to state C, output 0. If you are state B and you are giving input 1, you are remaining at B, output is 0. If you are at state C, you are giving 0, so you are moving to A. You can check, and output is 0. D, if you are at D and if you are giving 0, see here, you are getting 1 as output and you are moving to C, right? If you are at D and if you are getting 0 as your 1 as your input, so you will move to B with 0. So this is the state table and state diagram. So your next is you have to take the step number 4, that is reduced form. So you can check, see, this is already in reduced form. There is no overlapping. The machine is already in reduced form. Next is you have to draw the state. Next you have to assign the state assignment, state, next state, and present state correspond to small y1, y2. Next state, when output is 0, input is 1, 0, input is 1. These are the three conditions. In 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is this we have already discussed. We have assigned the values to the different states. Correspondingly, we are getting output. Now you have to step number 7. Sorry, step number 6 is choose the flip-flop excitation table. Again, we are selecting day flip-flop. Let us consider we are selecting day flip-flop, and you have to draw the excitation table. Excitation table consists of the past state, that is y1, small 1, small 2, input, that is considered X, next state, that is y, that is this y, capital Y1, capital Y2, input to flip-flop. There will be two flip-flop, D1 and D2, correspondingly to Y1 and Y2, and output is Z. Right. So fill the entries. Let present state can be 0, 0. Input can be 0. So this you can 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. The output is 1. You can see the output is 1 when the output is 1 when X is equal to 0 and Y1, Y2 both are 1. This is the condition when output is 1. Then put 1 here. Rest all the time it is remaining 0. So next state you can fill next state from here. If you are having 0, you will get 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. This you can fill by seeing directly from the table. One, 0, 0, 1. So correspondingly, since you are using day flip-flop, you can fill directly by looking at these values: 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. If you were using T flip-flop, then you have to check these past state and next state, both the states. If both the states are same, the input will be the input to flip-flop will be 0. If both the states are different, that is one state is complement of another, then input to flip-flop will be 1. right? Since we are using the flip-flop, that's why the state, next state will correspond to the input of the flip-flop. The next state is you have to draw the K-map. You can also see the notes by your side, K-map. With step number 7. K-map we will draw for D1, K-map we will draw for D2, and K-map we will draw for Z. 3 variables, we have to draw the K-map for these 3. Let us first draw for D1. So D1 is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So D1 is 1, H, I think 2, 5, 6. 2, 5, and 6. This is D1. Input here is Y1, Y2, and X. I have to group it. This is 0, this is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So you will group these two, and this is individual. So D1 will come out to be Y2 X bar plus Y1 Y2 bar X. Similarly, you can plot it for D2, and for Z also you can plot it. So I will directly write down. You can do this K-map, I think. So for Z, if you will see, it is only present at 6. 6 means I will erase here, and if I will write for D flip flop, so for Z, it is only present at 6. 6 is here. This will be the grouping. So Z will come out to be Y1, Y2, X bar. So this will be the Z. You can see Y1, this is Y2, and 0 means X bar. So this is what we have done for D flip flop. Sorry, Z or output. Similarly, you can solve for D2. D2 is 1 where 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 is at 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. You have to group all this. So D2 will come out to be X. So these are the 3 radius expression that we will get. And now you have to implement it, right? Using logic. Next step, that is last step, that is step number 8. To implement it, D1, D2, write down all the expression, and Z. Z you were getting as Y1, Y2, X bar. D2 you got is X, and D1 you will getting as Y2, X bar plus Y1, Y2 bar, X. I hope it's clear. So now we will draw the logic diagram. Let us suppose this is Y1, first flip flop, this is second flip flop. Input is D1, Y1, Y1 bar, D2, Y2, Y2 bar. Give the clock pulses. This is your clock. Now we will see the Z. Let us suppose you are giving an input X and you are providing a NOT gate here, right? So D1, in D1 you are inserting Y2. You have to make an AND gate here, an AND gate, and an OR gate, right? This will go to D1. So you are giving X2 bar, sorry, X bar. D1 you are giving X bar here. One is X bar, another is Y2. Y2 is this, right? Now you are giving Y1. Y1 is this. Is this Y1? This is Y2 bar. Y2 bar is this one. This is Y2 bar. And X is this. Addition of both will go to D, right? This is D for D1, and D2 you are getting X. So you can directly take X from here and give it to D2, right? And what is Z? Y1, Y2, X2 bar, X bar, sorry. So you can make an AND gate here. So Y1 is this, Y1, Y2 is this, Y2, and X is this. This is X, I think. The output Z. This is the final logic diagram, logic circuit for sequence detector 1 0 1 0. Similarly, you can draw for 1 0 1 1 by your own, or 1 1 0 1. You can draw, this is for 4 bit, you can draw for 5 bit also, 1 0 1 0 1. It is upon you. You can draw it and you can check it by yourself.